So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to the Be Like D channel. It's your girl D coming with a new review, okay? New review of The Craft. I thought, it's kind of spooky season or something. The Craft ain't really just scary, but it's fall fall movie review, okay? So we're gonna watch The Craft and recap and review it, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. So the movie opens up with Nancy and Rochelle and Bonnie got a whole bunch of candles around, and they all like, "Other powers that be, bring us a sister, please." They over there act like it's charm. They trying to summon another witch. And then you got Sarah. She moving. I don't even know where she came moving from, but she gonna be the new girl in school. Okay, so she moving to the town, city or whatever. And look, it was signs because when she first got to their house, it was a big ass snake at the damn gate. I said, "Girl, that was a sign right there. You finna meet a whole bunch of snakes right now." She come downstairs to come grab something. And then there's some creepy dude holding a snake all in the doorway open. Talking about, look what I found or some shit. I was like, boy, if you don't get out of here. And then she get to yelling and calling her daddy. So then I'm like, okay, they leading us into, there's some weird shit going around in this town or wherever the hell they at. So then she ended up going to school. It's her first day of school. Of course, everybody's staring at her ass because they like, who this new bitch? So she come walking in, and then the girls come walking into school. Bonnie, Nancy, and Rochelle. They walking, in a little line, doing they little walking. We in the walking in the hallway scene, okay? But of course, Nancy ass looking evil, dark, and and crazy as hell. And the other one, Bonnie, she all like this, extra, she extra covered up, and she got a book all the way up into her face while she walking. And then Rochelle, the black girl, she just be looking, okay? She just be there. As soon as they walking in the highway, three idiots got to be like, "Oh, there's the scary bitches." I said, "Oh goodness, here we go. There go that high school teenage boy, and she want to punch in the face, okay?" They over there stopping. "Oh, scary bitches. Oh, right, we didn't do anything." Oh. I said, "Oh, they finna be annoying." You already know, okay? So of course, when they in class, they gotta be class clowns, be an ass, and then of course she in the bag looking like, oh, fucking hate dudes, okay? And then she ended up correcting, saying something in French. It was like a French class, and the dude was like, what she said, pretty much. And then the other one gonna act like he tried to defend her, right? Playing games, okay? Oh, Chris ass, okay? So then she is in class and she got a pencil. So she holding a pencil and she focused on it real hard. She making it stand up on its own, and then she lets it go and it's still standing up on its own, okay? And the whole time Bonnie is seeing this. Bonnie looking like, bitch, what? She sat there for a minute, watched the whole intense moment of her letting it go, it's still standing there, and then she started twisting it. She wasn't touching it, okay? It just started twisting into the desk. Then Bunny said, I was like, bitch, breathe out. Then that's what made her look, and then it fell. I was like, well, how was nobody else in there seeing this shit, okay? But anyway, so they had that little moment. And then, of course, I forgot to say that when they was all going to their lockers, the girls, Bonnie was saying, we need our fourth. It says the nexus. I don't know. She said something about nexus or some shit. I don't be knowing these little terms. But she was saying that the whatever was saying that something was coming today, okay? Maybe it's going to be our fourth because they need a fourth for their whole little witch thing. So, that's when she ended up seeing her do that. And then she go run into the other class like, I think we found our fourth. All right, she all happy, right? As soon as the girl come in, Nancy looked at her and was looking like, bitch. Nancy was hating already. Nancy was like, huh? And then she ended up coming over there to ask them, can she sit with them because she need partners? And they all just stare at her. And she was just like, Okay. And then after she walking away, then Bunny's like, no, you can't, girl. Why you ain't say nothing then? Don't be trying to backpedal now. So then they finally get to lunch. And now this Chris dude, he want to come up and get her a little flower. I want to apologize for my friends earlier. You know, they was being assholes. And she was like, well, you are who you hang with. And he's like, right. And he's like, did you just call me an asshole? I said, girl, you had him clocked right now. You had him clocked right then, okay? But we're going to discuss it later, okay? We're going to discuss what happened later. But you clocked him from the start. So then she was like, well, I'm on the defense because not everybody been nice. And then he's like, who haven't been nice? Who, messy ass? Who ain't been nice to you? So then she was just like, don't look, but it was those girls over there. So then he looked back and said who it is, and he's like, oh yeah, you don't want to mess with them girls. Nah, you don't. Actually, them hoes is witches. Okay, they say they witches. I don't know, but you don't want to mess with that. I was like, he was right. He was right, but he was still untrustworthy. Okay. And then he's like, the one on the right, which is Nancy, the one on the right, she's a slut. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I know. I mean, she should have been side-eyeing him the whole time he was talking. But she was just like, what? Tell me, huh? Oh, really? Witches? Huh? And then he said that Bonnie got burns all over her body. He never seen them, but people have. And all of that. And then he didn't even, like I said, he didn't even say nothing about Rochelle. I was like, damn, what happened? What's going on with Rochelle? So anyway, then he was like, so what you doing today after school? And she was like, nothing. And he's like, oh, okay, nothing. Oh, I have football practice. I don't know. It's the way he said it. The way he said it in that show, I was like, he was trying, he baiting her. He's literally sitting here playing with her. He playing with her like, oh, I'm a nice, cool guy. I'm funny. I'm slick, you know. I'm giving you a little bit of tea, a little bit of information. But then he all like, oh, you free? Oh, no, I'm busy. It was they like trying to play that hard to get her. Be like, oh, really? Oh, let me go. And that's what her dumb ass did. He was saying that he could have a football practice and that she can come watch, you know, and come see the show. And he was like, girl, she was like, really? Like to watch you play practice? But here her ass go after school. Let me see. Girl, you really want to see him running around catching balls and stuff? I don't care. But she out there looking desperate. Let me see what he doing. Ass. And then the girls end up walking up. Now they all extra smiley, extra friendly. Okay, hey girl. Oh, you over here watching him practice? You might not want to do that. He was trying to tell her that he ain't shit, girl. He mess with anything that moves. And then Bonnie told me, except for me. So of course, you know, she got those problems. So then she was like, he spreads disease, and I know from experience. And then I was like, this is what Rochelle had got me. She's talking about Nancy. Sorry about earlier, but she's just mean to everybody. And then she's like, I'm assuming you're Nancy. Like, girl, why you apologizing for her when your ass was sitting there and not saying nothing either? Bitch, apologize for yourself. Thank you. So then they're just like, you gonna come and hang out with us? Like, come on. Oh, you want to be over here looking like a girlfriend watching boring practice? Girls can be such bitches, okay? Sometimes it's too funny, okay? This is so funny because they really are all trying to play and manipulate her. At the very beginning, the girls only wanted her because they wanted her to activate their powers or whatever. Old dude get the line to get her on his side so he can be an asshole dude like he gonna be, which she clocked at the beginning, and everybody clocking him trying to tell her, we all know who this nigga is. Don't fall for it. Now she goes off to go shopping with them, and they immediately take her ass to some damn witch shop and telling her they got the 5-finger discount. She was like, put this in your bag. It's a whole ass book. Put this in your bag. She was like, no. And then what she did, she get peer pressured into trying to do it. And then when she was about to do it, the lady called her, oh, you gonna take that? Oh, you gonna pay for that, huh? So then she ended up grabbing some candles, and the lady trying to tell her about what the candles do or whatever. And the lady had grabbed her hand at one point too. So I was like, oh, she finna get like a testing off of her. which I guess she kind of did, because she was like, I don't know. She said something about she being a natural witch. And then she was like, "Oh, you really believe in this stuff?" She looking at everybody outside. Y'all really believe this stuff? So then she leaves. And when they leaving, all of a sudden it's nighttime. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, but whatever. All of a sudden it's nighttime. They walking down the street. She like, they tell her, don't stop. Keep walking. Girl, I don't know what was this street they was walking on. But it was all kind of just hooligans. Okay, hooligans. Riff raff, all of it. You got some pastor doing his little preaching in the street, people begging for money, everybody looking dirty and poor. It was just a mess. And they just look straight and keep walking. She looking around at the people. Huh? What? Huh? They stopping her. Man, give me some money. No. Then she ended up running across that nigga that was at her door with that damn snake. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember you. I meant to tell you something." And then she started, getting freaked out, like, "Oh man, this crazy man again." So then he was like, "I had a dream about you, and you was dead." He yelled it out down the street. "You was dead, and I know because I have connections with the dead." And he out trying to chase her in the street. She ended up running across the street. They all was staring at him, like, "Come on!" They was like staring at him as he was saying all this shit. And then he got hit by a car, okay? Then they all like, "Let's run." They running. They go to their little wood spot. And then of course they was like, "Oh my gosh, we did that. We did that. She is the fourth. We did it. Were you thinking the car should hit him? Oh my god, we did it. And then she's like, "Oh my god, y'all really believe in this stuff?" She's like, "Well, I was thinking it, but And they're trying to ask her, has she ever, basically had powers or whatever. She was just like, "Well, I guess. I mean, there's like once she said that she was, Bonnie said that, oh, so you're like a natural born witch, like the lady at the shop said, like, oh, so it comes from within you." Nancy started looking out like, "Girl, bye." Hating ass Nancy, okay? She's like, she's like, "Well, I mean, I guess, I would always like, but my powers would never work right. I would want it to rain and a pipe would burst in my room." And then Nancy like, "Girl, that's not true." She's like, "No, like all kind of crazy stuff. It's driving me crazy." Like one day I wished it would be just quiet. And then I was deaf for 3 days. I was like, "Damn, girl, you should have known you had powers, okay?" It was going awry, but that's crazy, girl. So then, of course, Nancy just like, "Well, maybe we can have you ever called on to the spirits or to the whatever?" And they start talking about some god called Mino or whatever, something like that. And that she was like, "So he's like God?" And they was like, "No, he's like, if the devil and God were fighting, he would be the sunlight. He's way before them," all that shit, okay? So then she really looking at them like, "Girl, what?" And Nancy starts talking about how like Mino is so amazing and he comes into your body and he makes everything better and makes your life better. And then she was like, "Nothing can make your life better." Nancy ain't like that shit. She was just like, "Maybe not for you." I was like, see, this bitch was right the whole time. Her discernment was hitting her ass, but she just kept going along with being stupid. I just don't understand. Okay, but anyway, she clocked their ass. She was like, "I'm leaving because y'all freaking me out." And they're just like, and here go Nancy. "Oh, she's scared. And they're like, She'll be back. Doing all that shit. And I forgot, also, when they was headed to the damn shop, they seen that she has that cut on her, a cut bruise on her arm. And they was like, "Oh, what's that?" They all in her business. I was like, "Damn, bitch." Her dumb. So she done had a bad experience with them. She wasn't fucking with that. So then she go run her ass over there to Chris. Okay, so she over there with Chris having a date. They over there chit chatting, and he ended up kissing her. I was like, "Girl, why is you kissing this boy? You just met him today. Okay, you don't know nothing about nobody in this bitch. Okay, and you kissing him." So then he was like, "All right, we can go back to my house." And she was like, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want to do that." And then of course him immediately pissed. Okay, immediately pissed, and then he trying not to show it, but he's showing it. And then she's just like, "Are you mad?" And he's like, No, I'm fine. The whole time he mad. real salty, finna act like a little bitch. Okay, you can see it all over his face. He finna act like a little bitch. So then she's just like, okay, don't be mad. I don't want you to be mad, girl. Don't be feeling bad because you told him no. Fuck him. Okay, no is no, nigga. Oh well, be fat, be mad. Scratch your ass. Okay. So then they get to school the next day and they are like, oh, so how was your little date? How was your little date with old dude? Because he going around telling everybody that he had sex with you and you was the worst lay he's ever had. She did that whispering out of her face, the worst lay. I'm like, ooh, oh, I feel bad for me. I'm bad at sex. Girl, bye. So then she just like, we didn't sleep together though, but that's what she met it. We didn't sleep together, but he out here lying, okay? So then she go over there try to confront his ass. And he trying to act like he don't even want to talk to her. He got his friend talking to her. She moved up out. I said, exactly, boy, shut up. Who are you? So then he's just like, she's like, why are you lying on me? And then of course he's like, oh, you need to stop begging for it. You really need to stop. It's sad. As he walking out, and she's just like, boy, fuck you. But she got like tears in her eyes, and his little friend talking about, oh, she's gonna cry. Then I'm gonna cry. I said, oh, they all need their ass whooped, okay? Especially the little one, cause he had a lot of pipe up behind his ass, and I don't like it, okay? He needs his ass whooped. We end up seeing a scene with Rochelle, and she's in the locker room, not the locker room. She's in gym or whatever they got swimming, okay? Cause she on a damn diving board. So I guess she trying to, get herself up to do it. But then you got the old mean girls to the side like, she's up there. And then when she jumps, shark. So she mess up and I'm like, oh, y'all so lame. Okay, bitch, you lame. But she's sitting there looking all sad that they doing it to her. So then they go to, get changed or whatever. And they in the dressing room. And she passes the girl. I think her name was Laura or whatever. Of course, blonde hair, blue-eyed bitch. Okay, so she passed her. Then she pick up her brush. The Laura girl. She pick up her brush. Talking about, I think it's a pubic hair in my brush. Oh no, wait, it's Rochelle's hair. Her little dumbass white friends. Okay. So then Rochelle just like, what's your problem? What's your problem with me? Okay. Like, why you be doing it? And then she was like, oh, my problem is I don't like negroids. They bitch said negroids. Girl, you should have just. But she took it all inward, which I hated, girl. I was like, oh, whoop her ass right now. Telling your mama like negroids. Talk about that bitch, okay? So anyway, she ended up having that situation in the damn locker room. Okay, so then we see Nancy late at night. She going to her trailer park. Okay, she live in a trailer park. She living the worst out here. Looking like daddy on the couch, looking a mess. Mama a hot mess. Yeah, yelling and screaming, and she looking like her life sucked. Okay, she over there smoking cigarettes and soaking wet and trying to go to sleep. I was like, girl, why is you soaking wet? You just gonna lay down? Are you asleep? But anyway, so then we also have a scene where we see Bonnie and her mom are at some kind of doctor or whatever, and it's basically they trying to start the process of getting her burns removed, and it's very painful. She's screaming and hollering. It was just, it was a lot. So now they in class, and they ask Sarah if she want to go out after school or whatever. So then they on the bus, and it's the famous scene where they riding the bus looking extra dark at the back, okay, all in shades, looking at people crazy. And then when they get off the bus, you're like, y'all ladies, watch out for those weirdos out there. And then she go, I'm sorry, mister. We're the weirdos, okay? So then they all smiling, and she hit that look. Oh my goodness, that grimace smile, it just it was so wide. When she smiled, it'd be like, but anyway. So then they go running off into the field and stuff, and they basically doing a little devil ritual. Okay, they witch ritual or whatever. Over here, blood to blood, sister to sister ass. Okay, they doing putting blood into the thing, and they out drinking it. Oh shit, they out drinking it and saying what they want. So Rochelle, she want to not hate the people that hate her, like bitches, racist bitches like L'Oreal, whatever her name is, L'Oreal ass, okay? And then Sarah asks for people to love her, something like that. She want people to love her and find love. And then she's saying people like Chris, and she got his picture. I said, bitch, where you get a picture? And then she was like, I know, guys, it's sad. I'm like, yes, very. Okay. Nancy looking at her like, And then Bonnie, she drink hers, and she's saying that she want to look beautiful on the outside like she is on the inside. And then Nancy's ass talking about she want all the power of Minnow. I said, oh hell no, y'all should have been looking at her side out, because she said she wanted power. She ain't said everybody else had something specific they wanted. This bitch said, I want all the power. And then she proceeded to drink all the damn drink. She was like she was trying to drink that power. So then, they all like happy, like, oh, we're so bonded, we're so close now, okay? So they all at each other's houses and shit. And then we get a scene where they doing that. The light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board, lifting old girl Rochelle's ass. Then of course they all like, oh my gosh, we have power, guys. It's Minnow. It's Minnow. He's doing it for us, okay? So then when they get back to school, Chris ass is all over Sarah. And they're like, oh, I think it's working. I think it's working. Okay. He all following her like a little puppy. You're not mad, right? Like, we can get over this, right? And his friends looking like, what you doing? You carrying books and stuff for her? You looking like a chump. I'm guessing it didn't really work the first time. The first time it worked for Sarah, because then they was in the room again over there trying to, do their little chants and stuff. And they trying to do Bonnie, trying to, fix my skin, fix my skin, all of that. And then Sarah is over there braiding. She snatched a piece of L'Oreal, whatever the name, the racist bitch. She snatched a piece of her hair in the hallway. And then later on, she wrapping it and then intertwining it into Rochelle's hair, and they doing a little hex on her ass, okay? And it's like, she was like, what you think's gonna happen to her? She's like, nothing if she leaves you alone, okay? So then we get to school, and she doing her little swim thing again. She on the dive board. Old girl over there hating, talking shit. And as soon as she finished talking shit, she pull off that damn swim cap, and she over here balding, okay? The bitch hair coming out. Oh my god, what's happening? I say, that's what you get, bitch, okay? Rochelle's like, and did her perfect dive, okay? The teacher looked back like, that was nice. So then we get Bonnie. She at the hospital. They trying more of the skin removal surgery or whatever. And then it just started just coming out like nothing. And they just like, what? And she's just like, it's working. Okay, so then she happy. Next day we get to school. Her ass ain't showed up yet. Everybody like, yeah, she was supposed to come back. Yeah, she's supposed to come back. She come up all in the classroom. She all got her little short sleeves on, skinny lady, some skin out, okay? Everybody's like, ooh, Bonnie, ooh. And then the two jackass dudes talking about, hey, Bonnie. I said, get out her face. Because y'all wasn't shit just yesterday, okay? Just yesterday y'all wasn't shit. So how all of a sudden you think you can be nice now and be all in her face? Like, dudes really be doing that? I just don't get it, okay? But anyway, she's just like, all that shit. So then they all like excited, all happy for each other. But Nancy sitting in the back mad because ain't nothing happy for her. And she get up and she storms off. So then Rochelle talking about, that's like, what's going on with her? She's like, I don't know what she really wants. I guess she doesn't want to be white trash anymore. But I told her, sweetie, you're white. I was like, bitch, get her ass, okay? That was too funny to me. You're white. Gonna be white trash. So then Nancy ended up going home or whatever. And her creepy ass stepdad is, like poking at her damn robe and shit. And mama ain't really doing much about it. Talking about, don't be a father like that. And then he was like, I'm not her father. That's the base, I'm not her father. All that shit. So it was, they whole little thing. It went escalated to a real quick little. All of a sudden, he trying to put his hands on the mama, and then Nancy is tripping out like, "Don't you touch her!" All that shit. She get mad. Kitchen start blowing up. Appliances start blowing up. He's starting to have a heart attack. Okay, now he all like, all that. They rush him to the hospital and shit. Okay, so then he dying, and then all of a sudden, the mama and her are talking to some kind of person from the company. He had a pension or something like that of $175,000. Okay, and they both was like, "Hold on, what are you talking to us about?" And then they both look like they both was looking out. Well, she fake looking sad, and the mama actually sad. They start talking about $175,000. They smiling and shit, screaming. And then she talking about such a great man. I said, girl, he was about to whoop your ass. So he was a great man. He was whooping your ass, had you living in squalor, and you talking about he a great man. Okay. Now they at Nancy's new house, new apartment, whatever. It's some little high floor apartment. She got a nice ass view in her room. And they in there pretty much playing with magic like always. So they reading that book. I forgot to say earlier in the movie, when she was talking to that lady at the witch shop or whatever, that she gave her the book called The Craft. I was just like, clocked it, okay. So she gave her the book throughout the whole movie. This what they going through the book and trying some of the stuff and testing it out. So now they trying to do a glamour thing. So you can basically glamour and look different to people. So for some reason, I feel like they already know that Sarah has the power, because the whole movie, every time they do stuff, they turn towards her to help them pull out the magic to make it happen. Because they tell, she's like, I think I could do it, so she ended up doing it, and then her ass gonna change her eye color, and they was like, girl, I mean, you can do that with contacts. They was like, do something bigger, okay, do something bigger. Then she said, okay. So then she changed her hair color to blonde right before their eyes. Okay, she did her little. So she do her little glamour thing, and her hair turns blonde. They all like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So they having fun with that. And then later that night, I'm guessing it's 3:00 in the morning. Chris downstairs, Sarah. I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking about you. I don't know why, but I think I love you. I think we should move in together. And she was like, whoa, okay, hold on, buddy, chill out. Then the daddy ended up popping on his ass. So then the next day, when they go back to the little witch shop or whatever, she asking the lady, like, how do I reverse a love spell? Because, it was cool, but it's getting a little weird, okay? And the lady was like, you can't. We already unleashed it. I said, damn, bitch. You already unleashed it. She said, you just got to let it run its course. I said, that sounds dangerous as hell. It got to let it run its course? Bitch, I might be dead. So then, Nancy was like, just let him suffer. Forget that nigga, basically. So then, she pretty much said they need to be careful with whatever magic they put out there, because you get what you give, basically. And it's going to come back to your ass 3 times fold, okay? So watch out how y'all playing around here, okay? And then Nancy ended up buying a book called Invoking the Spirits or whatever. And she's like, you want to play with that? You want to do it? You know how to do that? You must be skilled. And she was just like, don't worry about what I can do, bitch, okay? And then as she was looking through that book too, she ended up seeing, I guess like a picture of like the beach and then like thunder or whatever. So I guess that was her getting a sign that they need to go do that, because she was just like, and then she ended up buying the book. And that's where they dumb asses went to go to the beach, and they got snakes and birds and just, I guess, stuff to sacrifice. Okay, I was just like, what's going on here? Okay, and then I'm like, where's y'all parents? These are high schoolers. Okay. Bitches all at the beach with candles and shit and animals and doing rituals and shit to get Mino to come to their ass. So they all doing their little speech or whatever. And actually, before they started, Nancy was just talking about how she used to have, when she was at her lowest, that she had dreams of snakes and all kind of critters or whatever, just all over her body and all around. She couldn't get rid of. And I was just like, oh, that was like, that's the note for what's gonna happen later. But it was like random. Like, girl, why are you telling these girls this? But anyway, they do their little ritual, calling Mino. Oh, the powers, Mino, come to us. All that shit. Okay, so so then lightning ends up striking, and it strikes just Nancy. Okay, so Nancy getting shocked or whatever. We wake up in the morning. I'm like, okay, so y'all was there overnight. Ain't no mama, daddy, nobody calling, trying to figure out what the fuck y'all doing. Tripping, bruh. Okay, but anyway, they been out all night at the beach, knocked out after the damn getting struck by lightning. Okay, and they wake up to Nancy's ass literally walking on water. Okay, this bitch is walking out of the ocean to come to their asses, and she just walking. I said, oh Lord. They looking like, oh, this bitch got power now, okay? The power of Mino has got into her. And here she come over there. He's in me, guys. I feel him. He gave me the power. He gave it to me, looking ass, okay? And they all just looking at her like, And then as you know, they hear ambulance or something like that. So then they go to the other side of the big ass rock. Whole bunch of sharks then got thrown, then got killed and washed ashore. So then she's just like, I feel him still. These are my gifts. These are my gifts. Girl, what you gonna do with them? These are mine. Yeah. Looking at this. So then they in the car driving home, and now now Sarah is looking like, okay, guys, I think we're taking it a little too far. It's getting a little crazy. And I just want to embarrass Chris for a little bit and have a little fun. I just wanted him to like me. But now he's like obsessed, okay? And then, Nancy's like, girl, bye. Forget that nigga. Let him be like that, okay? She trying to convince all of them that it's going too far. We need to think about this. You heard what the lady said at the shop. We putting out all this magic. I think it's going too far. Bad things could start happening. She's like Bonnie, you used to be so nice, and now you're like a narcissist. I said, damn, well, tell her how you feel, bitch. Bonnie was like, okay, for half of my life, I couldn't even be who I wanted to be. So now that I am, fuck it. You mad because I'm having fun? So then they are pretty much just laughing like little idiots. We're so cool. We have powers. Look at us, okay? So then Sarah just looking at them like, come on, guys, y'all need to understand this. And then here go Nancy, stop trying to convince them and pull them to your side. I said, ooh, it's gonna be beef now. Because she like, don't be trying to pull my bitches. They don't. She's like, I'm trying to get y'all to think. She's like, they don't think. I was like, that's what she really feel about y'all, okay? That's what she really feeling. Y'all over here like, Nancy. Yes, okay. So then, as she want to be all stupid, Nancy want to be playing with their life because she all salty. She's like, oh, you're scared, Sarah? You're scared? So then she started trying to run lights and shit, and got Sarah looking all scared. And she ended up meeting up with the guy, Chris, because he called and blown up her damn phone. And then, she feeling some way because the girls, turned their backs on her. So that's what she telling him out at some damn random ass park spot in some mountains or woods or whatever with this nigga, okay? So you sitting there talking to him about the girls and how you thought you could trust them, you felt like you belonged, and then now the minute that y'all disagree, they turn their backs on you. She's like, that's not friendship. I'm like, exactly, okay, you need to remember that shit. But then, he just keep telling her how much he love her. I want to be with her. So she's like, you don't ever stop and think about why. And he's like, I don't know. No. I don't know. I don't know. I just love you. Let me hold you. Let me do all this. He start trying to grab on herself. And she just like, nah. But then, he getting all aggressive. So then she just like, I'm just going to get out the car and walk home. We were supposed to go to a restaurant. Why are we even here? I'm like, girl, so why did you let him pull you up to there? If he was supposed to go to a restaurant, your first thought should be like, we supposed to be going to a restaurant. Why are we parking? We can talk at the restaurant. But anyway, so then she ended up walking off. But when she see him come up behind her, she ended up getting scared already. She already kind of be on 10, like, So then he was coming up behind her. Then it became a little tussle. And then at this point, he trying to hold her down and stuff, looking like he trying to rape her. Okay, so he holding her down. She like, get off of me. And then she, hit him in the balls or whatever. And she ended up running. She running out through the woods. I said, oh, Lord, do you know where you going? So then she ended up at the Rochelle's house, and she tell Rochelle what happened. Nancy got her crazy look on. She's just like, what? Where could he be? The party. Yeah, the party. And she's like, I'm gonna go have fun. I said, oh Lord. And she already looking psycho. Rochelle in the locker room again, and the girl Laura, whatever her name is, she over there bawling even more, and she in the shower crying. I don't know what's going on. What did I do? Bitch, you know what you did. You was being a racist ass bitch, and this is what you get. I ain't feel bad for this one. Okay? Everybody else, you was kind of like, oh man, he going a little crazy because the bitch put a love spell on him. But nah, this hoe deserved it. Okay? But she over there looking like, and looking back at her like, damn, it's going crazy around here. Okay, so Nancy going after Chris ass because he done tried to get all up on Sarah. So then she showed up to the party, pulled him upstairs to the room, and she trying to get all up on him, kissing him and stuff, right? And he's just like, stop, no. And then he ended up pushing her to the floor. So then when she on the floor, she decides she gonna go ahead and glamour herself and become Sarah. So she glamour herself to become Sarah. And then he like, what? Sarah, is that you? Drunk ass, okay? So then he all like, okay, now I'm down with it. It's Sarah. Sarah, that's you? Yeah. So then the girls show up to the party, and they're just like, we shouldn't be here. And then Sarah was like, well, neither should Nancy, okay? So then she ended up going to the room and finding their ass. And then as they kissing and stuff, then he, when she opened the door, she ended up, losing the glamour and going back to herself. And then he looked over like, what the fuck? You really are a witch. They said you was a witch. You really are a witch. And then she was just like, yeah. Yeah, you should have believed them. See, what's funny is that she was really trying to help her. She really had her back, right? She had her back, but she was crazy. So you can't be crazy and have somebody back, because then you end up doing shit like this, okay? So then, Sarah just like, okay, you had your fun. You scared the shit out of him. We good. Let's go. And then he just like, yeah, man, like, this is crazy, all this shit, right? So then Nancy ended up going off on his ass. Was like, no, because you think you can go around and just treat women like shit, and you treat them like whores, and you're the whore. I said, you know what? She's speaking a word. Her crazy ass was speaking a word, okay? And then he's talking about, I'm sorry. She's like, oh, he's sorry. She doing her little crazy thing. He's sorry. He's sorry. Oh, yo, dude, she said, yo, sorry ain't shit, okay? And then as she's saying this, the winds is going and all that turbulence going on around him. And she over there, she levitating basically, but her feet and her heels, well, the pointy toe of her heels is just scraping the ground. And she going towards his ass. And then the back door opens up against his ass. And basically, she ain't pushing, but her magic pushed his ass up out the window. And he done, he did. Okay, he done cracked his head down onto straight concrete. Okay. And of course, Sarah's just like, oh shit, what the fuck? She killing niggas. Okay, the second nigga she done killed. So then, the next morning, she in her room crying, telling her daddy, I didn't think nobody was gonna get hurt and all this and that, right? So then when she gets to school, she's still thinking about it. She going to the restroom, like, okay. So then she in the restroom, they end up, using their magic to unlock the style. It's like, boom, bitch, what you doing in here, huh? We been looking for you. Oh, now you want to be out of the group, okay? So then, and then of course that night she started having bad dreams about the girls, and they coming, they flying in her room and trying to attack her and shit, right? And then she also she did her little binding spell of Nancy. So she got the picture of all of them. She cuts it and she just keeps the picture of Nancy, and she doing a little string. What about bind you, Nancy, from doing harm against others and harm against yourself. So then after when they got to school, whatever, and they bust in her ass. She was like, "Why you don't want to be a part of the group? You don't want to be our fourth anymore?" And then she's like, "I didn't say that." She's like, "But you're thinking it. We know. I can hear your thoughts." All that stuff. So then she's like, "Yeah, fine. I don't want to be in the group no more." And they're just like, "Oh, really? We don't really need a fourth anymore anyway, because now they got the power, right? They don't need her ass. Now they didn't use her to get the magic, okay?" So then she was just like, they usually kill witches that betray their coven. She didn't really betray y'all. She really just wants y'all to leave. But then she also did say that, and don't try to do any more spells on me. I said, "Oh, so she know." Did you feel it? Did you get like a little a little they been trying to get me? So then they're just like, "Oh yeah, how you been sleeping?" Looking at her like that. I said, "Oh, so then now the two friends end up switching on her so fast. I thought they was kind of like, in the middle, but they really close to Nancy instead of her, so they really was just like, fuck that bitch, okay?" So they just all laughing and shit. And of course they also threatened to kill her ass too. She ran to that witch shop and she was trying to figure out what to do. She didn't know. She's like, "I don't know. I have these girls. The girls I come in here with, they using magic against me. I don't know what to do." So then the lady pulled her to their room behind the closet, whatever. And she trying to tell her how to get the power. She's like, she pretty much kept saying that the magic isn't good or evil, it's the person. So basically it's Nancy's ass and them bitches, okay? So you need to call the power into yourself and stand strong, baby. Your mama was a witch too, you ain't know? So pretty much her mom was a witch. She died giving birth to her, but so she didn't know her mom was a witch. So then she like, "But I don't know how to control my powers. It never work right now." So she trying to get her to do the little chant or whatever. As soon as she about to do the chant, some crazy ass explosion or something happens, and then that's when she get freaked out and she get to running. She gets home, her dad not there or whatever, so she ends up seeing like a little note that's written or whatever, and she ended up getting a call from Nancy, and she's like, "They're not here. Oh, you haven't heard? It's all over the news. They took a flight back to San Francisco. They thought you ran away." I said, "Girl, what?" Then she cut on the TV. It's supposed to be a story that's saying the plane crashed. It was no survivors and all of that. So then she looking crazy like, "Oh no. Oh, this girl, she fell to the floor." And then, you got lights flickering and shit going on. Then she ended up hopping up. She ran into the restroom. Then all of a sudden, she's seeing snakes and the animals and the critters and all that stuff all over the place. So she getting freaked out. What do I do? What do you upstairs getting all scared because of the insects and all that stuff going around, whatever. She runs. She ran to like a closet or something, to the restroom, and then that's when the girls pop up to fuck with her, whatever. And then they telling her, they all in their little witch stance and formation, levitating and shit in her face, showing that they got the power. And then she all like, "Oh, stop, no." I was like, bitch. At this point, I was with Nancy. Nancy was like, "She's so pathetic. Like, girl, you're pathetic. Look at you, scared. You're scared." They just doing too much. She was killing me, okay? I was like, "Bitch, stand up, okay? Stand up to these bitches." And then Rochelle was like, "Why she not using magic? Like, what's going on?" She go run upstairs. "Yeah, run upstairs to your room. Run." And then she ended up slicing both of her wrists. I said, "Oh, they really trying to kill this bitch. Like, for real, for real." At first, I'm like, "Oh, they gonna try to scare you?" But nah, they done two bodies. They got two bodies. They don't kill no more. So then, as she went upstairs, she got her wrist slit. She trying to, I don't know what to do. She ended up laying on the floor and shit. Then she started hearing her mama's voice and telling her to be strong, baby. You got this. Find the power within, looking ass. Okay, so then she on the floor doing her little chant. Powers help me, blah blah blah. Then they downstairs and they like go upstairs. Nancy go tell them go upstairs and check on that bitch, okay? And then Rochelle kind of like, no, this going too far. I mean, I thought we was done. And then she put the knife to her throat. Was like, go up there, if I slit your throat, bitch. Okay, so then Bonnie ended up snatching her like, let's roll upstairs. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on. So as they coming down the highway, she in her room doing her little chant, and then she saying, let them see, make them see, all of that shit, right? They passed a big ass mirror on their way up there. And then Rochelle over here bald and losing her hair like old girl. That they put the little hex on. And then Bonnie is back to having burns and it's all over her face and stuff. And it's like, oh my God, it's coming back 3 times fold. And I'm like, shit. Then they end up running out the house because they all scared. And then she's like, what y'all doing? What's going on? Where y'all going? So then she decides to go upstairs to go check on Nancy. Mike, you want to call her Nancy? Check on Sarah. So then Sarah, she go in there, she trying to check on Sarah. Sarah? She not in there, right? She get out close to a mirror. Sarah bitch ass come out the mirror. Okay, and look, now she ain't looking scary now. She ain't looking scary. She real confident. Okay, she come out the mirror. Hey, she's scared. Oh, what you doing? Come out that mirror. What the fuck? All right. So then she's like, oh, where's the girls? What's going on? It's just magic. And she got old girl shook, right? She's like, why aren't you dead? Why aren't you dead? And then Sarah's like, he saved me, Mono. Yeah, Mono saved me. And he said, you're gonna pay for what you did. Okay, you're gonna pay for misusing him and abusing him. I said, girl, what? But anyway, so she got bugs crawling on her, got her freaking out and stuff. She falling to the ground. She getting like snake fingers and snake in her hair and all that kind of stuff. So she fall out to the floor, and it's just like, oh, look at you, scared. It's just magic. Who's pathetic now? I said, ooh, bitch, get your power. Get your power. Who pathetic now, ho? So then they get Nancy. She piping up like I don't know, she ain't trying to step to me. I got the power too, bitch. Okay. So she over there, she like she trying to play her now. She like, I'm sorry, sometimes I just get a little crazy, I just get a little crazy. But Sarah standing strong. Oh yeah. Sarah was like, I bind you, Nancy, from doing harm. And that's when she started saying, no. And that's when she started attacking her ass. The wind's blowing and everything, all turbulence is happening, and all of a sudden she acting like she trying to kill her. But really, she was, girl, all you was doing was all in her face, going like this, I'm gonna kill you. All she was doing was screaming and hollering, wind blowing, they all up pinned up against the wall doing the most, okay? So then, as all this wind and all this stuff happening, the dresser ends up coming their way about the slim incident. Nancy hop out the way, and it's supposed to have hit Sarah dead on. So then after all of that happened, she was like, where is she? So she started pushing everything so she could see the body, and she already got the dagger ready to stab her ass. I was like, oh, this bitch is really committed to killing her. So then she looking, and it's just Sarah's clothes just nicely laid there, like she just disappeared out of. And then he go, Nancy, tricky. Sarah ends up coming like out of the wall, like she come out from being invisible and flattened. And then Nancy just like, what? So she trying to kill her. So then they in a little scuffle. Sarah kicks her back. She kicks her ass back hard as fuck, and she hits the damn mirror that's at the back. And then that's when all it shows us the next morning. And and Sarah is with her dad or whatever, loading the car. I was like, are they moving? That's the only part that didn't make sense. Was they moving or not? I was so confused. But then, what's her name? Bonnie and Rochelle end up walking up, and they're all like, hey, we just wanted to say, like, we're sorry. Like, we didn't know it was gonna go that far. She's like, oh, you sorry for trying to kill me? Oh, okay. Oh, you sorry for trying to kill me, bitch? Really? But we were wondering, like, do you have any power still? Because we don't have any power. I said, oh, that's what y'all here for. Okay, so then she was just like, like maybe sometimes we can just hang out and chat and chant or whatever. And then as they walking off, she's just like, yeah, hold your breath for that. Wait for my call. Hold your breath, waiting for my call. And then as they walking off, she's like, she probably don't have powers anyway. And then she heard that shit. She turned around, caused the whole motherfucking storm. Just to have lightning strike a tree branch to fall on their asses. Well, in front of their asses. And then she looked at them like, try me. She's like, be careful. Don't want to end up like Nancy. I was like, that's right, bitch. Get their ass, okay? And then we go to the end of the episode with the end of the movie where Nancy's ass is in a damn psychiatric place. They got her ass tied to the bed and she's talking about, he's in me. I feel him. I feel him. I'm flying. I can fly. Bitch. Alright, y'all, that is the end of the movie and that is the end of my review / recap of The Craft. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It was very fun to watch. Actually very hilarious. And I always forever say, I bind you, Nancy, from doing harm against others and harm against yourself, okay? Always good, okay? Jot down in the comments, let me know what y'all thought about the episode, what y'all thought about the movie review, what y'all would like to see maybe. Well, let me know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Be Like Dee channel, okay?